Back in 1898, a tragic thing happened in Rockland County, New York. A child had died, and on this particular day, all the neighbors were preparing to go to the funeral. Jim Farley went out to his barn to hitch up his horse. The ground was covered with snow, and his horse hadn't been exercised for days. And as he led his horse to the watering trough, suddenly the horse wheeled playfully, kicked up both of its heels high in the air, and when they came down, killed Jim Farley. So the little town of Stony Point had 2 funerals that week instead of 1. Jim Farley left behind a widow, 3 small boys, and just a few $100s of life insurance. His oldest boy, Jim Jr., was only 10 at the time, and he had to go to work in a brickyard to help support the family. Jim Jr. never had a chance to get much education, but he had a natural geniality and a flair for making people like him, and eventually he went into politics. And as the years went by, he developed an uncanny ability for remembering people's names. Jim Jr. never even saw the inside of a high school, but by the time he was 46 years old, 4 colleges had honored him with degrees. He'd become chairman of the Democratic National Committee and even Postmaster General of the United States. Dale Carnegie once had an opportunity to interview Mr. Farley, and he asked him, "So what's been the secret of your success?" To which Mr. Farley responded, "Hard work." To which Dale said, "Don't be funny." Mr. Farley then asked Dale, "You tell me, what do you think's been the secret of my success?" To which Dale said, "I understand that you can call 10,000 people by first name." Mr. Farley looked at him for a few moments before responding and saying, "I can call 50,000 people by first name." Make no mistake about it, that ability helped Mr. Farley put Franklin Delano Roosevelt in the White House when he managed his campaign in 1932. This story, the story of Jim Farley, is taken out of Dale Carnegie's classic book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And it just illustrates the incredible power of being able to remember people's names. But being able to remember people's names really goes beyond a technique, because really what you're doing is you're making a connection with other people. If you ask 90% of the people around you how they are with remembering names, they'll tell you that they're terrible. Very common problem. Interestingly enough, it's actually incredibly easy to learn how to remember people's names. In my workshop, not only am I going to show you how to do it, we're going to actually practice it. And before the end of the workshop, you're going to have a room full of 30 friends. You're going to be able to look around the room and say, Bob, Jan, Sue. You'll know their names. You'll make a connection with these people. Attend my workshop, and you will become a master of remembering people's names. I hope you can join us. I look forward to seeing you there.